Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Miss Glenn and Friends Read On. I'm excited about another episode. I've really fallen in love with these readings, and I'm excited to have my sister here. Do we look alike? Let's see if I can get my face there. You think we look alike? This is my older sister, but I'll let her introduce herself. I'm sure none of my students, you guys haven't been able to meet her, but those students who've been at Marshall for, let's see, over the past 3 years, you may remember my niece and nephew, Daryl and Dominique. This is their mom. So I'll let her introduce herself. Those of you who are joining in, please type your name in the comments so I'll know that you're here. Oh, there's Daryl right there. But I'll let her introduce herself and then get right into the book.
Hello, I am Lakeisha Adams. Like she said, I'm the eldest of the siblings. There's five of us. Dominique and Daryl Jr. was at Marshall last year and the year before that. And Dominique chose tonight's book. Betty Bunny Didn't Do It. Betty Bunny Didn't Do It is written by Michael B. Kaplan and illustrated by Stephanie Jorish. Betty Bunny was a handful. She knew this because one day she was jumping up and down in her brother Bill's room yelling, "Play with me, play with me, play with me." And Bill said, "Man, you're a handful." She knew that she was his favorite sister, so being a handful must be a very, very good thing. Bill said he was too busy to play with her. Her brother Henry and sister Kate were too busy to play with her. So Betty Bunny decided to play by herself. There was no one to catch the ball. She threw it anyway. It crashed into a lamp on the table. Oops! As Betty Bunny was carefully stuffing the broken lamp under the rug, her brothers and sisters came running down the stairs. "Betty Bunny, I can't believe you broke that lamp," said Henry. "Let me help you clean it up," said Kate. "Mom is going to kill you," said Bill. "Forget the lamp. Hide yourself under that rug." "I didn't do it," Betty Bunny said. "Then who did?" asked Bill. Betty Bunny thought about this question for a long time, and then she answered, "The Tooth Fairy." And Betty Bunny told her brothers and sisters all about how the Tooth Fairy had flown into the room and thrown a big bag of baby teeth at the lamp, sending it crashing to the floor. Blaming someone else for something she had done was such a good idea. Betty Bunny didn't know why she hadn't thought of it before. "Betty Bunny," Henry said, "you are a big fat liar." Betty Bunny ran into the kitchen screaming, "Mommy, Henry called me fat." Betty Bunny's mother was busy making dinner as Henry, Kate, and Bill rushed in. Henry said, "I didn't call her fat. I said she was a big fat liar." Henry told their mother about how Betty Bunny had broken the lamp and blamed the Tooth Fairy. Now Betty Bunny's mother was very upset. "Betty Bunny, did you break the lamp?" No, said Betty Bunny. Is that the honest truth? Asked her mother. No, said Betty Bunny proudly. It's an honest lie. Betty Bunny, you've never lied to me before, her mother said. I know, Betty Bunny said. It's new. Lying is not okay, her mother said. Why would you do something like that? Betty Bunny thought about this question for a long time, and then she answered, the tooth fairy told me. And Betty Bunny told her mother all about how the tooth fairy had flown into the room and said that if Betty Bunny didn't lie, she would throw a big bag of baby teeth at her. Her mother said that she had had enough of Betty Bunny's lying. She told Betty Bunny to go straight to her room. When her father had got home, they would decide on a punishment. You're going to you're going to punish the tooth fairy? Betty Bunny asked hopefully. Her mother shook her head and pointed up the stairs. As they headed upstairs, Henry said, maybe next time you won't do something bad. Kate said, maybe next time you'll tell the truth. We'll still love you. Bill said, maybe next time you'll hide under the rug. That's Dominique you all hear in the background. Betty Bunny stopped on the stairs and thought to herself, Bill is very smart. And so she crawled under the rug to hide from anyone who might be deciding on punishments. She had wriggled she had wriggled her way almost to the center of the rug when she heard a loud crash. So she wriggled back out to see what had happened. And there she saw a broken vase lying on the floor. Mother, Henry, and Kate came running to see what had made the crashing sound. I didn't do it, said Betty Bunny, looking at the vase. I was hiding under the rug. Then who did it? Asked her mother. The tooth fairy? Maybe, said Betty Bunny. I didn't see. You just never learn, said Henry. You can tell us the truth, said Kate. I did it, said Bill, walking in carrying a dustpan and broom. Bill explained how Betty Bunny's ball was on the floor. He tried to toss it into the toy box, but missed and broke the vase. Mother told Bill that she was very proud of him. Betty Bunny realized that saying you did something bad made her mother proud. I broke the lamp, Betty Bunny said quickly. She wanted her mother to be extra proud of her, so she also told about the time she drew in crayon on the wall and the time she ran on the carpet in muddy boots. She couldn't think of any more bad things, so she made some up, like the time she ate 100 chocolate cakes before dinner and the time she robbed a bank. Her mother told Betty Bunny that she was not proud of Bill because he did something bad. She was proud of him for telling the truth. She explained that lying is the worst thing of all because when you lie, people stop believing you even when you do tell the truth. Just like no one believed Betty Bunny when she said she didn't break the vase. That's right. I didn't believe you, said Henry. I didn't believe you either, said Kate. I still don't believe you, and I know that I did it, said Bill. Betty Bunny understood. I will never lie again, she promised. Her mother was so proud of her that she gave Betty Bunny a great big hug. And Betty Bunny was so proud of herself that when her father came home, she ran to him calling, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm never going to lie again." Her father gave her a great big hug, too. Betty Bunny wanted to show how well she could tell the truth, so she said to him, "Daddy, you smell bad." First, her father told her that he had just come from the gym and he knew he needed a shower. Then he explained that telling the truth is good, but not if it hurts someone's feelings. Betty Bunny said that she understood. Then her father noticed the lamp. He was not happy. "What happened here?" he demanded. I don't know. Betty Bunny thought about this question for a long time. Then she answered, "I can't tell you because it would hurt my feelings." And that's the end of Betty Bunny Didn't Do It.
So that was hilarious for several reasons. One, um, well, let me go back to the students. So I posed the question, what can we learn from Betty Bunny's actions? And Kaylee says, don't lie, always tell the truth. And Prajwala says, lies can or cannot get you consequences, so always tell the truth. Absolutely. Both of those are themes that we can take away from this book. It's so important for us to tell the truth, even if it does mean we might get in trouble. But she also learned a great lesson at the end of the story. Even though something is true, it might have been true that her dad did smell, but it wasn't necessary for her to actually say that at that time. So we learned two very important lessons from Betty Bunny. The second reason I'm laughing at that, and I don't know, I saw Miss Waymeyers, you were on here. I'm not sure if we have any other older viewers on here, but so my sister and I, in the house we grew up in, our mom did not allow us to say the word lie. And so when you were reading the book, and the first time you said my brother called me a big fat liar, I was like, oh, she said liar on this in this reading. And so
And
that was funny.
how about I think mom is watching?
Oh, right, right. So that would be funny. Mom, if you're watching, she was just reading a book.
That Dominique picked out.
And you know what? I was thinking about when you started reading, and it was about the little sister and the big brother. I said, I wonder why Dominique relates to this book so much. So, Dominique, I see you there. I wonder why you relate. Say it again, Dominique. Oh, I couldn't hear you. But I see here, Prajwala, you said like the boy who cried wolf. That's a very good comparison, and you're absolutely right. The sister, she told the untruth so many times that when she did tell the truth, people didn't believe her. I see you, Miss Waymeyers. You grew up like that too. Yes, that was a forbidden word. Like even to this day, I still wouldn't say it in front of my mom. Actually, I don't say it at all. I just say untruth, just because I guess it's just common. Anyway, enough of the sister chat, going back to childhood. Thank you so much to my sister who read this book, and thank you to all who joined, Prajwala, Miss Waymeyers, Kaylee, and the others of you who may be viewing and those who may come back to watch the replay. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope you not only enjoyed that story, but I hope you're able to take away the lesson that Betty Bunny learned. You guys have a good night, and I hope to see you tomorrow at our 2:30 and 7 o'clock reading. Have a good night.